when is it the right time to give up equity when you're starting a company? So this is kind of a age-old question because it's tough to really put a spot on when I should be giving up equity. But I think the way you should be looking at it is, or the way we should approach our business is that when we start driving our business out, the key is that you're de-risking it as much as possible. And my whole thing was the more money you make other people, the more money you're going to make yourself, or the more sustainable your business is going to be. So you kind of have to support the ecosystem. So do I want to give everything away right away? No. But if I'm looking to hyper grow my business, I have to use something in order to get people to come in and support, from a senior level executive team to board of advisors. All of these little components are going to help you grow your business. It's going to help de-risk your business as much as possible. So the best position is to come in as strong as you possibly can. So if you have de-risked your business as much at the beginning, then when you start to give up equity, that equity is going to be coming out of your business when your business is doing well. And what I mean by doing well is that you've proven that you've got market fit, you've built a moat around your business, you have some form of IP, and your sales are growing. So your sales are probably, hopefully, when you start to look for funding, your post revenue, maybe doing 5 to 10,000 a month. Hopefully you're up in the hundreds of thousands a month if possible. But as you start to work your way through, you're going to start to see that you've got market fit. And when you have market fit and people start to buy, you now want to accelerate this to prevent other people from coming in and encroaching on your space. And that's where your IP and patents and things like that, they're going to support you. But now this is where you're going to need funding. Sometimes funding will occur pre-revenue. Your company might find market fit, but you haven't started to charge for that product. So now you're going to have to start looking at taking equity on the value you've created. Maybe you've got a great system or a great product, you're going to market. So there's lots of different venues of how and where and when I'm going to raise funds. But you always have to keep in mind is that you need to have a strong value. And you'll know when you have that strong value because people will come knocking. Everybody wants a good value conversion. So you need to figure out what that line is that allows you to move forward. So if it's through revenues, it's through a great product, great service, figure out where that fits and then go and raise funds. And you can raise at $1 million and do something small, friends and family. You can do that on a safe if it's your very first round. And then you can work on your next round, your pre-seed round. And maybe in this pre-seed round, you're setting yourself up at 3 million because you've got maybe a couple thousand of MRR, which is your monthly reoccurring revenues, or perhaps it's higher than that, or maybe you're not even at that stage, but your planning stage has been growing, your systems are growing, and people are starting to see and feel that you have something here that's really solving a problem and it's going to be growing quickly, and they want to put their money in to help you accelerate that growth. And with that money comes obviously the great people that are going to be supporting you. And at that point, I always look at it as that if it's an early stage company, and if I have 5 great investors that come into my network, that's 5 new great people that can help coach me along the way, but they are also 5 great people that have networks that I can utilize to grow from. They can make connections for me. And these are the people that I think should be rewarded because they're the ones doing the best job to help you grow. Then you may do a seed round, and maybe at that point, in between, you do some sort of middle ground for maybe a couple $100,000 to get you to that seed round. And some of those can be done again just as convertible notes. They don't have to always be equity. You just have to look at what's going to bring you the best value to maintain the most ownership of your business throughout this process. The last thing you want to do is going into a Series A round owning 20% of your company. I would push against that 100%. If you're going to a Series A, you want to own as much as you can, because as you grow and get bigger, you're diluting yourself. So try to maintain as much as you can. And that just all depends on those little steps that you're going to take as you grow.